Hello, it's Molly Reamer with 30 Days of Goddess and Bridget's Grove with this week's mini ritual using our new Earth Runes card system, the Daily Practice Companion deck, a little assist from the Story Goddess Oracle, and a card from the Song of the Grandmothers deck. So first, let's take a look at the Storyteller. This is the 16th card for Earth Runes, which is a brand new divination system that I am building over the course of this year based on symbols that Mark and I drew about 10 years ago, but their time has finally come to be turned into cards. So our Goddess Magic community patrons are receiving these cards each week on the Patreon. So the Storyteller is the rune of voice, the rune of listening, of being heard, about writing, reading, communication, community connection, validation, initiation, witnessing, sharing, and speaking our truth. So are you being heard? Do you feel heard? Are you able to lift your voice? Do you have a community in which to share your voice, to share your story, to bear witness and be witnessed, to listen and to speak? And so this rune, as I noted, is both a rune of connection and a rune of voice, a rune of sharing. I would say, too, that we can also listen to the stories. I'm a big advocate of listening to the land around us and what it has to teach. So you may also ask yourself, what stories is my landscape telling me right now? What stories are alive in my life right now? What am I learning where I am, right where I am? So it could also ask you to look at your communication style, at where you need to reach out in connection, where you perhaps need to lift your voice or speak your truth, and also where you may have felt silenced or unable to share. Okay, so, and actually I'm going to go straight from that to our Song of the Grandmother's Oracle card because it's slightly related. Grandmother Zebra, confidence. So do you have the confidence to share your voice? Do you have a community in which you feel safe stepping forward into and speaking out in? So this card, the quick message is time to take the stage, uncovered in the spotlight. Show the world your stripes or your authenticity or the things that are different or unique about you. So from the little guidebook, it says that even though we can't see all of her yet, it's clear she's leaving the wings and moving towards center stage. When Grandmother Zebra comes into view, take heart. It is time for you to do the same without apology. So I feel like this connects to the speaking our truth. Is it time for you to speak up for yourself without apology? It is not about hierarchy or ego, so toss out old ideas that standing out is conceited or selfish. Own who you are and showcase it in a visible way. If this sounds scary, ask yourself, am I trying too hard to blend in? Am I afraid to draw attention to myself? Is there part of me I feel too self-conscious to showcase? Am I holding back because I'm afraid I'm different? Consider why you might feel this way. So anyway, time to take the stage, time to step forward, time to be heard. Okay, and then our mini ritual from the Daily Practice Companion deck. This one, so usually when I do these rituals, I randomly pick the cards and then I turn them over when I do the reading. This time I actually had picked these cards. I'm doing some advanced videos for when we're traveling in May, and I had picked these cards when I was doing one of the advanced videos, and I thought, you know what, these go really well together, and I want to offer them during our month of Pandora, when our theme for 30 Days of Goddess is trust. So the word is trust. May you trust yourself to be here for your own life, listening to your own story and taking your own place in the sun. A practice, offer a body prayer. I feel like this is a really important and powerful way to come back home to yourself and also to come back home to your body. It's also a really powerful way of centering and grounding and returning to the present moment. So usually what I do is just place a hand against my forehead, a hand against my heart, and then a hand against my belly. Sometimes I then open my arms up wide to the sky. Sometimes I swoop down and touch the earth, and then I'll return my hands to my heart. So that's the kind of body prayer I offer. Yours might look different. And I'm going to go ahead. Yeah, this is a great one. Oh, so this one, yes, when I picked this set, I really love this particular one, especially for our themes of trust and for my own personal word of the year of liberate. May I look for knots to untie, bonds to loosen, chains to break, and change to make. May I look for opportunities to liberate myself. May I look to softness. May I look to stillness. May I look to gentleness. May I look to peace. And then from our booster pack, my life is holy now. So may you trust that your life is holy now, that there is room to share your story and be heard. And then closing with this is the Pandora Card packet that I made. I spoke before about how I've made the whole Story Goddess Oracle into these little ritual packets. So this is the one for Pandora in that deck. So this is not a card I made this month. It's a card I made when I was assembling the complete deck into ritual packets. So the word on the back is extend. May we extend into trust. And an affirmation: I practice daily acts of radical joy. I practice daily acts of radical joy. There really is radical joy available to us, and it's so important to leave margins for magic and opportunities to experience that joy. And then very ending poem here. This one is, really good, actually, considering the Storyteller and the Zebra and trust and liberate and daily joy and my life is holy now. It all is connected. Sometimes we are called to fling our arms wide and leap into the broad unknown, trusting that there is support beneath us and possibility around us. Sometimes we are called to curl up, to gather energy and retreat soft and small until we are restored. Sometimes we are called to bloom, bursting our hearts open and baring our souls as inspiration bubbles forth to fill our lives with magic. So may you listen, may you be heard, may you trust yourself, may you extend yourself out into those daily acts of radical joy, and may inspiration bubble forth to fill your life with magic. Thank you so much for being here. Remember, your life is holy now. Keep living your magic. Bye-bye.